Hey everyone, I trust you've been staying safe. Welcome back to my channel, The Farmer in You, where we dive into everything that is having to do with agriculture, farming, and wellness. Now, today we are diving into one of the most rewarding hobbies you can ever get involved in, which also actually pays you a lot of money, and that is the keeping and rearing of chicken at home. Whether you are in it for fresh eggs, pest control, or just for the joy of having these feathered friends, there is so much to love. Now, I'm going to take you through some of the many benefits that will accrue to you as a result of keeping chickens, whether it's on a small scale at home or on a larger scale as a business. Now, the first benefit is the benefit of getting fresh eggs every day. So, let's start with the obvious: fresh, delicious, beautiful eggs. Now, when you keep your own chickens, you know exactly where your eggs are coming from and what went into the production of these eggs. Eggs that are bought from stores just don't compare in taste, texture, and nutritional value to eggs that came from your own poultry farm at your backyard. These fresh eggs from your backyard often have brighter yolks, richer flavor, and more nutrients like omega 3s, especially if your chickens are free ranged to roam and forage. You can do this test. If you have chickens at home, when they start laying the eggs, get one of the freshly laid eggs and go to any store near you and buy an egg and crack both of them open and check the difference. You will confirm what I'm saying. The second benefit is that it also rewards you with a sustainable lifestyle as someone who keeps chickens. Chickens pecking at kitchen scraps in a compost pile is a beautiful sight. Now, this is quite a mouthful: chickens and kitchen. And I had to take my time to get it right. You know, chickens are amazing partners for a sustainable lifestyle. They can easily turn your kitchen scraps into food, helping reduce waste and even cutting down on your trash bills, as well as your feeding costs for these chickens. Their manure is also a fantastic fertilizer for your garden. It's rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which are key nutrients for healthy plants. Just compost it for a few months and you've got black gold for your vegetables. So you see how the sustainable lifestyle comes full circle just by having chickens at home. Because imagine you have chickens that you are rearing at home and you have your backyard garden where you're also growing vegetables. You don't need to purchase and apply inorganic fertilizer. The chickens will eat from your kitchen waste and then reward you with eggs, meat, and also fertilizer that is organic for you to apply to your vegetables. And it cuts down your cost on everything and rewards you with more. Now, the third benefit of having chickens at home is they also serve as a natural pest control. If you are tired of pests ruining your garden, chickens are the ones to rescue you. You don't need to necessarily spray with any inorganic pesticides and those things. No. Chickens are coming to your rescue. These chickens are like your own pest control team. They love to use and feed on these bugs like beetles, ticks, and even slugs, like a snack for themselves. They use these insects as their snacks. By keeping chickens, You will not only protect your plants, but also reduce the need for chemical pesticides, which will therefore make your garden safer for your family and the environment. Now, the fourth benefit is the added benefit of mental health and stress relief. And I'm sure you are wondering, how does keeping chickens affect my mental health? Yeah, slow your roll. I'm going to explain. Because believe it or not, chickens are great for your mental health. Watching them scratch, peck, and forage can be incredibly calming, almost like chicken therapy, if I dare call it that. And I'm practicing this at home. You can go back to my playlist, you see I'm constructing a chicken coop. I have some chickens on free range at home. And when I watch them, it's always a beautiful sight. I'm sure you can hear one crowing in the background already. Yeah, that's a shout out from my chicken. And they are a beautiful sight to behold. You know, yeah, you heard it. Now, spending time outdoors and caring for animals has been shown to reduce stress and boost happiness. And chickens have a way of turning bad days into better ones. And I tell you, this is a fact. There are times your day might not have gone so well, but when you come and you see these chickens going through their day and pecking at the food, scrapping, scratching, and you see how simple they've made life, it has a way of being therapeutic. You can try it. Now, the fifth benefit is they also serve as an educational for kids. Keeping chickens is also an amazing way to teach kids about responsibility and where their food comes from. And I tell you, it is more relevant now more than ever because in these current days, most children that are being brought up are far removed from having to do things with their hands to get results, especially when it comes to things to be done out of school at home. Most of them have people taking care of them, doing everything for them. But if you have chickens at home, kids can partake with their parents in feeding these chickens, and it gives them a sense of responsibility. And they also begin to learn a lot about how things they eat are created. They begin to learn about the cycle of life, how the chickens start as chicks, become big, lay eggs, eggs are hatched and the chicks are gotten again, and they begin to see, oh, okay, so this is how I got the egg that I eat. This is how I got the chicken that I eat. And it gives them a sense of responsibility and even accountability. And I think that it also helps them appreciate how powerful it is to create things with your hands. And it helps them in a long way. Now, they will learn as children to care for animals and understand life cycles and appreciate the effort that goes into producing food. And you never know, it could help give them the foundation to become an entrepreneur because it's a form of an entrepreneurial activity. And most often the schools don't teach them these things. Because if you have children at home raising chickens with you and they have gone through that with you from the scratch to the maturity, eggs are coming, now the eggs are being sold, money is coming, they begin to understand that you can create wealth from simple things. And that is a very powerful knowledge to impact on your children. Now, the sixth benefit is that chickens are also very, very easy to care for. Don't believe the myth where people are always saying raising chickens is complicated. Chickens are actually very easy to care for. And I will explain. Now, you might be thinking that chickens are a lot of hard work. But like I told you, they are one of the easiest animals to care for. All they need actually is a safe coop to be housed in, fresh water, food, and some space to roam. And they are good to go. You see, I didn't mention medication. Yeah. Because sometimes If they have the space to roam, they get their own organic medication. You only see the influx of these injections and these things because of the commercial nature in which chickens are being raised now in cages and other stuff. That is how come these injections are coming in, because the chickens have technically been taken out of their natural habitat. So these injections come in to supplement the absence of that. But if you are keeping chickens and trying to allow them to forage and roam, hardly do they get sick. I have chickens like that in my home. I allow them to roam freely. They are semi-intensive. They roam very freely. They forage and all. And they have never fallen sick. They have never fallen sick. They are very strong. You heard the cock crowing. Now, spending a few minutes a day feeding and checking on them, and you are good to go. You are so good to go. It's very easy to keep these chickens if you do it the right way. Now, the seventh benefit is that if you keep chickens, it gives you a more self-sufficient lifestyle. Now, keeping chickens is a step towards self-sufficiency. Not only do they provide you with food, but they also contribute to a more closed looped system in your backyard. Your backyard feeds your chickens feed your soil, and your soil feeds your garden. You see how it goes? It's a cycle, and it gives all the way. It just keeps giving. It's a small step that can make a big difference in reducing reliance on store-bought products, and by extension, it reduces the financial pressure on your pockets. The eighth benefit is that raising chickens also help you in building a community. This is because chickens have a way of bringing people together, whether it's with regards to the trading of the eggs, sharing of tips, or starting a chicken coop tour in your neighborhood. Keeping chickens can spark conversations and connections, and this is true. By virtue of me keeping chickens, I've gotten to connect with a lot of people. Some I had never met before, but we just met and connected by virtue of the fact that the only thing we had in common is that we are all keeping chickens, and we share ideas, we brainstorm, we learn from each other. It's a whole community, and out of that, a lot of things are coming through. The ninth benefit is that chickens are fun and full of personality. Yeah, that's true. Because they are just fun to have them around. Some people say that if you keep them on an open range, they poop all around your compound. I think you can have open range, but regulated in a way that they have restrictions on certain parts of your compound you wouldn't want them to forage to. And I think that's the way to go. Because each chicken has its own unique personality and even preferences. Once you keep chickens, you understand why so many people fall in love with them. Now, if you've watched all this and heard of all these benefits, 9 benefits I've given, and you want to consider starting to raise chickens, well, if you are thinking about getting chickens, let me just give you some quick tips to help you get started. First of all, check local regulations where you stay. Down here in my country, Ghana, there are no local regulations. But maybe if you are watching from another country where these things exist, check them so you are familiar with those regulations. Because some areas, especially in some other countries outside of Africa, limit the number of chickens you can keep at home. Fortunately, we don't have that here. Now, the next tip is that start small. Start small. It's very important, especially if you're a first timer. Start small. Typically, having or starting with 3 to 6 hens is perfect for beginners. Now, the third tip is that choose tough breeds. Breeds like Rhode Island Red or the Bird Rocks, which are great layers and also very easy to care for. Now, the fourth tip is that secure your chicken coop or your chicken house. Make sure that the chicken house is safe to protect the chickens from harsh weather, the rain, extreme sunlight, and also from predators like snakes, rodents, and others. This will help keep your chickens very safe and comfortable. So, whether you are in it for the fresh eggs, a more sustainable lifestyle, or just the joy of watching chickens roam on your yard, there is no denying the benefits of keeping chickens. They are more than just farm animals, they are partners in living a simpler, more rewarding life. What do you think? Are you ready to start your chicken keeping journey? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more backyard farming tips, as well as other large-scale farming tips as well. Thank you for watching, and always remember, this is the Farmer in Me channel, where I let you know that there's a farmer in me and there's also a farmer in you. And the more you learn from my channel, it is going to come out and make our lives better. I'll catch you on the next video. Thank you for watching.